Temps a little hot today at Lincoln Financial Field, but keep in mind it is technically still summer as we get you ready for some football in Philly. Today it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. At their own 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Daniels. He'll buy some time right. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Daniels looking to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They'll give it to Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, who burst onto the scene as a 7th-round rookie last year. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, 55 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Jake Moody now for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Their own 20-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Able to find Gray here. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sonny Styles. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, when you draft a guy that high defensively, you hope he can make some plays for you, and he does indeed get the interception there, Charles, in his first NFL ball game.
And to think that if there was any flaw to his game coming out of college, the way that we looked at tape and judged it, it was his pass coverage, defending the pass. But that's just a great instinct right there to sniff that one out, be in the right position, and come away with the interception.
On first down, here's Krosky Merritt. And able to get this to the 31.
Krosky Merritt, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
This is 2nd and 8. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Krosky Merritt going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Big green, big green, big green.
White. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, you what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that.
Saquon Barkley, 65 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk at the 20.
On the return, Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Krosky Merritt. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw is Daniels. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. They'll motion McLaurin left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Zach Ball drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, he's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Brown, 52 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Elliott now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. Daniels going to give to Krosky Merritt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. It's complete to Diggs. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
Now Daniels. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Throwing now is Daniels. And this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To the air goes Daniels. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Running again with Barkley on second down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They go play action with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and
3. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. That is into the hands of Krosky Merritt. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Washington first down.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. Gets by him at the 25. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 75 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Diggs going in motion right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second down and 8. Hurts. Flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
This is brought in at the 21. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Throwing is Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And an Eagles first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And that
That's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Williams to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
First down. Here's Krosky-Merritt. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run once more with JCM. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the draw, Krosky-Merritt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Okakwo. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a gain of 10. And the Washington first down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Off the play fake, Daniels rolling to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Daniels looking to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jonathan Bernard in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Back to throw. Daniels. It's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Intercepted. Sets up a first down and goal.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Barkley, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On second and goal, Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's the danger of throwing the ball to that part of the field, because if it does get picked off, as we just saw there, they can run a long way. They're actually fortunate they didn't give up a touchdown in addition.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll let their wide receiver take this one. It's Diggs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Ball. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
3rd and long.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Andrew McCurva. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Quan Martin. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, Those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw is Daniels. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brings up third down.
They'll try and run for it with Krosky Merritt. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
A loss of 9 yards. It's second down.
And now an audible here into something else. Now Daniels. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Cooper Gagine on the tackle. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
They go play action. Daniels. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Okonkwo. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, big empty.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll set up a throw. Completes this out toward the sideline to Barkley.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On the draw, this is Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Barkley, inside handoff. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already. While this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and push Hurts in, and I don't think he went much of anywhere. They definitely didn't move the pile, and he's going to be stopped, no gain. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Hurts to try again. And that's going to get him closer, but no first down. Just a short pickup there.
3rd and goal.
Hurts will try again on 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. The drive begins with a carry by Krosky-Barrett. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jalen Carter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's back to throw. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Commanders first down.
They'll look to throw. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Chig Okonkwo. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. What a start to the season. This has been back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
36 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
He stiff-arms it. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
13 yards.
Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now. This is second and long.
It's second down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra